So, good evening, everyone. Yeah. Good evening, all. So, guys, I am audible. Am I audible or not? Yeah, great. I can see 31 of you are there in the live chat. Pani, pani. Hmm. Yeah, great. Mhm. Okay. So, we will be starting our session after 2 minutes. Give me 1 minute, okay? Guys, anyone has any doubt in the yesterday session? Anything you are not able to understand? Why Java is platform independent? What is object oriented programming? What is this class and what is this object? Everyone is clear, right? So in the yesterday session, we saw why Java is platform independent, okay, and how we are able to achieve platform independency with the help of the bytecode that is generated by the compiler, and we have the JVM, right? That is installed on the top of the platform. And what is our platform? Platform is our operating system plus our hardware, right? So let me share my screen. 1 minute, guys. Okay. Yeah. Great. And we saw the setup of Visual Studio Code and JDK, right? Inside JDK, we have JRE. Inside JRE, we have JVM, right? And JVM is what? JVM is what, guys? Please write in the chat. JVM is what? You are getting error. Like, sir, I'm getting error while writing Java C first dot Java in new terminal. Please check you like what error you are getting. Srilata? Correct. So JVM is what? Our virtual machine, right? Sorry, JVM is what? Our interpreter. And what is the task of JVM? It is taking the bytecode, reading the bytecode line by line, and executing that bytecode, right? So that's why it is acting as an interpreter. Let me share my screen here, right? Okay. Can you guys confirm if my screen is visible or not? 1 minute. Why it is not visible? Give me 1 minute, okay? Yeah. So now it is visible, right? My screen is shared, right? Yeah. Sir, which is better, IDE, Eclipse, or Visual Studio Code? It's on the person choice. Okay, like I am doing the coding in Visual Studio Code, so I like Visual Studio Code much better. Okay, so if you are doing the Java programming in Eclipse, you can use Eclipse. Okay, it is on your comfortability, right? Yeah. Can compiler and JVM do same work? Omkar, we have discussed that part, right? Compiler is there to convert your source code to the byte code. That is the encrypted code, right? And Java, JVM is there to take that byte code and read that byte code line by line and execute that byte code to get the machine level code, right? Yeah. So let's start with the, okay, yesterday we have discussed about this program, right? That is, we have created a simple program and we are printing hello world Java is fun on the output screen, right? So yesterday, like I told you, we will be discussing about what is this public static void main, right? Okay, give me 1 minute. Yeah, not this one, right? So here, so first of all, like why we have written a class here? Okay. Yeah. Srilata, okay. So Srilata has one doubt. It is showing Java C is not specified. So Srilata, please check your setup, environment setup, whether you have done the correct environment setup or not. and I have already shown that part in the previous session. Please watch that recording again and set your environment path, right? And how you can set that path? That is, go to the C drive in the Java folder. In the Java folder, you will get the JDK. Inside the JDK, you will get the bin. You have to copy that path and you have to paste that path in the path of the edit environment variable, right? So let's move to the next part. That is, we have to discuss about this program, right? So here again, Java is all about object oriented programming. So whatever code I have to write, I have to write that code in by using class, right? By using a class. So that's why here I have created a class with the help of a class keyword. And after that, I have the name of the class. Here the name of the class is what? First, right? Here the name of the class is first. And I told you ki your class name should be same as the file name. Okay, everyone? Your class name should be same as the file name. Why I'm saying that point? Let's first discuss that thing, right? So here, so let us run this code, right? So clear the screen and 1 minute, clear the screen. And after that, what I have to do? I have to write Java C that is used to compile the source code. And the source code is written in which? And the source code is written in which guys file? It is written in first.java. So here what I will write? I will write first.java here. So the moment I will hit on the enter button, what will happen? This source code will be compiled and you will get the class file. And the name of the class file, the name of the class file is same as this name. Okay, is same as the class name. Okay, where you have written the public static void main. So here I have written the public static void main inside the class first. So the first dot java file will get converted to the first dot class file. So here you can see that first dot class file, right? And now you have to execute this first dot class file. Okay, and how you will do that part? With the help of Java. And after that, you have to write the class name here. Okay, you have to write the class name. So here the class name is what? It is first, right? Let us write the class name here. That is Java, and after that first here, right? So you will see hello world Java is fun is getting printed on the output screen, right? Let's delete this first dot class file. Okay, delete, move to recycle bin, and after that I have this code, and let's change the name of the class, right? Let's write first. Uh, let's write hello world here, right? Hello world here, right? So this one, hello world. Okay, let's save the code, and after that, if I will run the code, okay, first what I have to do? I have to compile the code, that is Java C, and after that the name of the file. And here the name of the file is what? First.java. So this time, if you will see, you are getting a class file, right? And the name of the class file is what? Hello world dot class here, right? And this name is same as the class name, right? This name is same as the class name. So now if you have to execute this class file, now you have to execute this class file. What you will write? You will write Java hello world, right? Java hello world. So here what I will write? I will write Java hello world, right? Like this. And you can see I'm getting the answer against the same. Hello world, Java is fun. So now you have to remember two names, right? That is, you have to first use this name first.java, and after that you have to remember the name of the class, right? So it is a good practice to write the name of the file same as the class name. So that's why what we do, we write the name of the file as this one, class first, right? Everyone is clear? Yes or no, guys? Please write in the chat if it is clear. So now what I will write? Java first, right? Correct. So here I have the class file, and after that our execution, like if you have C and C++, the execution will start from the main method. And here also we have the main method, and from this main method the execution will start. So let's try to understand here, right? So public I have static, right? I have void, and I have main. And here I have string args, right? So basically what we are saying ki, hey, I have a JVM, right? I have a JVM. JVM is where? Inside JDK, right? And where you have installed JDK? Inside Java folder, right? Where is your Java folder? Java folder is inside your C drive, right? C drive here, right? So you have C drive, inside C drive, Java, inside Java you have JDK, inside JDK you have JVM. If I will show you that part here, right? So I am going to the C drive here. Inside the C drive you have the program files. Inside the program files you can see the Java folder. Inside the Java folder you can see the JDK folder, right? And here you will see the JVM and all, right? Inside the bin. So basically what we are saying ki, hey, I have to execute, I have to call this method, okay? In order to execute a Java program, this is my entry point. So I have to call this method from JVM, okay? So that's why here I'm using public, so that I can access this method from anywhere, okay? I can access this method from anywhere. That's why I'm making the main method as public, okay? And JVM is what? JVM is what, guys? It is a program, okay? It is a program, and inside this program you have this prototype, that is public static void main, okay? Public static void main, okay? So the moment the JVM will run, what will happen? It will call this method, okay? It will call this method, so it will go here. And in order to call this method, we have to make this method as public, okay? We have to make this method as public so that we can access, we can call this method from anywhere. After that, void means what you are returning, okay? Let's understand with the help of an example. You have a function, right? Let's assume this is a box, this is a magical box, and this magical box, the what it does, it takes two number, that is num1 and num2 as input, okay? It is taking num1 and num2 as input here, and what it does, it add the two number num1 plus num2, right? And it produce some output here, right? It produce some output. So here this box is having a functionality of addition, okay? Functionality of addition, right? So in order to achieve this functionality, what we do, we create a method, we create a function here, okay? In Java we called a method, and in C and C++ we call this thing as function here, right? So our function can take input and can produce output, okay? So here everyone is clear, right? Our function can take input and produce output. It depends on the problem statement whether my function is taking any input or producing some output here, right? So likewise, if I will go here also, this main method, right? This main method is taking this string args as input, and here we are saying, hey, since I don't have to return anything, okay, that's why here the return type is what? Nothing. Okay, void means nothing. You are returning nothing. Okay, let's take one example. What I have to do? Again, I have a magical box, right? And the functionality of the magical box is what? To print hello world, okay? Hello world. So let's assume the name of the function is what? Print name, okay? This is the name of the box, print name. So what we are doing, we are calling this function, okay? And this function will do what? It will print hello world on the output screen, and this function is returning nothing, okay? This function is returning nothing. When my function is returning nothing, what I will do, I will make the return type as void. So this is what? Return type as void here. Everyone is clear? Yes or no? Public means we can call this method from anywhere else. Void means we are returning nothing, right everyone? So now main is the name of the function. Main is what? Main is the name of the function, right? Name of function. So here inside JVM We have written the main name, that's why here we are writing the main name, right everyone? Yeah. So we are left with static and this string args, right? Returning nothing means okay, so let me create one function here, right? So what I have to do, write a program to print hello world on the output screen. Okay, hello world. So what I will do, I will create a function. Let's assume the name of the function is print name, right? And after that we have to use round bracket, after that we have to use curly bracket, right? And here I have to write the return type. Return type means what kind of value I am returning from the function, what kind of value we are returning. Okay, and here we have some arguments. Okay, we have some arguments. I will be coming to the function part. Okay, so here what I will do, I will print hello world on the output screen. So I will use system dot out dot print ln, and here what I will do, I will write hello world, right? Hello world, like this, and system. So here what I'm doing, I'm just printing hello world on the output screen. Here I have to do nothing, like I have to return nothing. So what I will do, I will write return, and here I am returning no value here, right? Nothing here I am returning. So here what I will do, if I am returning nothing, then here the return type will be void, right? If I am returning, let's assume I have to return some integer value. So here let's assume I have to return 5. So the return type will be what? Int here, because here I am returning a integer value, right? Similarly, if I have to return, let's assume if I have to return a, that is character here. So the return type will be what? Char here, right? The return type will be what? Char here. Everyone is clear now? So similarly here also, since this function is called by the JVM, okay, so we are making the return type, we are making the access specifier as public so that we can call this method from anywhere. After that, we are returning nothing to the JVM, that's why it is void, right? And here we have return keyword. Now we are left with static, right? We are left with static. Give me 1 minute. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. Okay, I have to open my. Let's see. Settings. Okay. So now we are left with the static keyword, right? Here. So guys, let's talk about the static keyword now. Just clip, please repeat, sir, one more time. Like what you are not able to understand, just clips. Please write in the chat what part. Okay, so we are left with static keyword here. So basically, we have static keyword, right? So we are saying ki, hey, I know ki if I have to access properties and if I have to access functionalities of a class, this is what? Of a class, right? Of a class. What I have to do? I have to create an object that we have discussed in the yesterday session, right? With the help of the object, I can access the properties and functionality, right, everyone? So let's assume I have a class, and here calculator, right? Class calculator here. And after that, here what I'm doing, let's assume I have two variables, that is int num1, num1 here, and int num2 here, right? And let's assume I have one method, that is one function, add, right? And here what I am doing, I am adding num1 plus num2, that is int result is equal to num1 plus num2, right? Okay, I will discuss about what is this int and all, right? So till that time, let's assume this is the design. Okay, this is a design. This is a template, right? Design template. Okay. So in order to use this add method, outside of the class, what I have to do? I have to create object of a class, right? I have to create object of a class, right? Object of a class. So I will create an object of a class, and how I can create the object of a class? I have to write the name of the class. Here the name of the class is what? Calculator. After that, I have to write the reference variable. Okay, that is, let's assume the reference variable is Kelsey, and here we have new calculator, right? Like this. So here I will be talking about this syntax in the future. So this is a way to create object in Java. Okay, this is a way to create object in Java, and with the help of the reference variable Kelsey, now I will able to access this functionalities and this properties. So if I will write Kelsey.add, what will happen? This method will be called. If I'm writing Kelsey dot num1 is equal to 5. So what will happen? 5 will get stored inside num1. Right, everyone? So here I got the one point. The key point to note is, okay, key point to note is, if I have to access the properties and functionality of a class, I have to create an object. Okay, and about the syntax of the object, what is this object, and why I'm writing the new keyword, I will discuss later, right? So till this point, I know I have a design. Inside the design, I have some properties and some behavior, right? And in order to use those properties and those behavior, I have to create a object, right? I have to create an object, and I know this object is created by JVM. Okay, this object is created by JVM. Here video is not clear, sir. Please try to increase your video quality. Okay, till this point anyone is having any doubt? So what we have learned till now, I have learned ki hey, I have class. In order to access the properties, okay, that is your data member, and in order to access the functionality, that is your member function, right? Member function. Okay, I have to create a object, right? And this object is created by JVM, right? This object is created by JVM, right? So my point is कि hey, I have public static void main, right? Static void main, and I have string args, right? And here I have written some code, and at the last I am returning something here, right? And here is my JVM. Here is my JVM that is running behind the scene. What I told you कि this JVM is responsible to run the code. Okay, so what it will do? It will search for this public static void main. My JVM till this point, my JVM has not executed any line, right? My JVM has not executed any line, and here I am calling the public static void main because this is the entry point of the execution. From this point, execution will start. Execution will start, right? Will start here, and this is inside class first, right? Class first here. So again, I have a class first, and in order to call this method, what we have learned, in order to call the method, I have to create the object. So JVM is not creating an object. JVM is saying ki, hey, you are my entry point. How I can create an object? Okay, because I have not executed any line of the code. You guys are getting the point? What I have told you, ki you have the class. Inside the class, you have properties and functionalities, right? And in order to use those properties and functionality, I have to create the object. So similarly, this should be applied to JVM also, right? JVM should also create the object, and after creating the object of first class, okay, after creating the object of first class, JVM should call this method. But JVM is saying ki, hey, you are the entry point and I have not executed any line of the code. How I can create an object? So here I have to use static keyword. Okay. So JVM is saying ki, hey, the moment you are using the static keyword, JVM is saying ki, hey, without creating the object, okay, without creating the object, without creating object, JVM will call the main method, will call the main method. Okay. Now everyone is clear? Yes or no? Why we are using static keyword? Okay, because here we are having contradict situation, right? Here we are having two situations. The first rule is saying what? Ki you have class, inside class you have data members and member function, right? And in order to use those data member and member function, okay, so let's assume this one. So Java rule is saying what? Okay, those who are not able to understand this point, let's try to understand this point. That is, you have class, okay, inside the class you have data member and you have member function, right? Again I'm explaining the same thing. So what we have learned, I have to create the object of this class first, right? I have to create the object of this class first in order to access the data member and member function. But JVM is saying what? JVM is saying what? JVM is saying ki, hey, you are the entry point from where the execution will start. And since I have not executed any line of the code, how I will create the object? Okay, so what we are doing, we are making the main method as static. The moment I will make the main method as static, what will happen, guys? We can access the method without creating the object. This is a simple conclusion. Okay, so if you are making the method, any method as static, you can call the method, you can use that method without creating the object, right? So anyone has any doubt till this point, yes or no? Please write in the chat. Everyone is clear what is this public, what is this static, what is this void and main? Anyone has any doubt in any part of the, okay, at any word, please write in the chat. Yeah, yes or no, guys? Clear? Anyone from the audience? Anything, any confusion you have? Right? No doubt. Vidya sir, please once again. Uh, like what you are not able to understand? Which keyword you are not able to understand, Vidya? Void means returning nothing. Okay. Here we are returning nothing. So here the return type is void. If we are returning integer value, the return type is int. If we are returning character value, it will be char, right? Yeah. Public, since we have to access the, like we have to call this method, okay, from the JVM, like from outside this class, okay. In order to access the method outside the class, I have to make the method as public, right? So that JVM can call this method, because JVM is saying ki, hey, you are the entry point of my execution. Okay. Static means, like I told you, right? Static, I didn't understand, sir. Vidya and everyone, like you understood this point. Tell me one thing. I have a class. Okay. Again, let's take one example. I have a class. Okay. Uh, calculator, right? Yeah. And here I have. Let's try to understand like this, right? I have a class calculator, and inside the class calculator, I have two variable int num1, int num2, right? And I have a method that is int add, and like this. And here what I am doing, int result is equal to num1 plus num2 here, right? And here I am returning result, right? Result. And here like this is my class calculator, right? So what is the data member? These are the data member. Okay. What is my member function? This add is my member function. Okay. So now if I have to access the data member and member function, what I have to do? I have to create a object, right? How I can create an object? I have to write the name of the class. Here the name of the class is what? Calculator, right? Calculator. And after that I have to write the reference, any name. So here calc. And after that I have new keyword. and after that I have to use a constructor here, right? New calculator, right? Like this, right? And after that, if I have to access num1, num2 or member function, what I will do? I will write calc dot add, like this. So what will happen? I am able to access the add method with the help of the object, right? With the help of the object. It is not possible to directly access the add method or the data member without creating the object, right? So everyone is clear? So here, similarly, we have class first, right? Let's try to understand here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one, right? So I have this class first, right? Inside the class first, I have public static void main return, and here JVM is sitting here, right? JVM. 1 minute. Yeah. So JVM is sitting here. Let's assume JVM is sitting here. JVM will call this method, right? And how JVM will call this method? Because this public static void main is written where? It is written inside the first class. So in order to call JVM, in order to call this public static void main, what we have learned, JVM has to create the object. But JVM is saying what? JVM is saying what? You are the entry point of my execution. Since I have not executed any line of the code, how I will create the object? How JVM will create the object? Okay. So what we are doing? We are making the method as static. If I am making the method as static, what will happen? I can call the main method without creating the object. Main method without creating the object. Now everyone is clear? Without creating object. So here JVM is in like confusion, right? Ki JVM is saying ki, hey, you are my entry point, and since I have not executed any line of the code, how I can create the object? So what we are doing, we are making the method as static. So problem is solved, right? Now everyone is clear, yes or no? Okay. So what is this string args? This string args is a command line argument. Okay, let's try to print this command line argument. Okay, this is an array. This is a syntax of an array. Okay, and what is this array? We will be discussing about the array in the upcoming session, right? So let's try to print that thing, right? That is system.out.println. Okay, so here, okay, and what I will do, in order to print the value of this array, you have to write the name of the array. Here the name of the array is what? Args. And inside array you have different memory block. Okay, so let's assume I have to print the data of 0 index, right? So here what I've written, arg0, right? Let's save the code and let's see. Clear the screen and compile the code, and after that here, so the moment I am running the code, that is Java. Okay, so here, right? So Java first, and after that, after writing Java and after writing the name of the class, whatever I will write here, that will get stored inside this string args. Let's write hello world, not hello world. Let's write hi. Let's write let's upgrade here, right? Yeah. So here, so you can see hello world, Java is fun, printed on the first line, and after that, whatever statement you are writing here, after Java and name of the class, that is stored inside args0, right? Yes or no? If we do not write string args, will the code will work, right? No, it will not work. Because why it is not working? Because this prototype, okay, this prototype is written as it is inside your JVM. JVM is a program, okay? Inside JVM, this prototype, this public static void main string args is written here, right? That's why you have to use this prototype, right? Int args. Basically, Harsh, why we are not writing int args and why we are writing this string? Please be there. When I have discussed about the this variable part, then I will answer this question, okay? Because right now you will not be able to understand that thing, okay, clearly. So let's move to the next point, that is your variable here, right? Yeah, 1 minute. Anyone, what is this variable? Hope you are able to understand what is this public static void main, right? So guys, let's move to the next topic, that is variable. Okay, anyone, what is variable? Okay, you have to write string args, and yeah, what is this variable? Anyone from the audience? Anything you know about variable? Please write in the chat, okay? Okay, so Vidya has answered ki, hey, variable which can hold a value. It is a space to store some data. Okay, named memory location, like the correct answer. So from Swapnil, that is named memory location. It is a container. Okay, variables is a type that we initialize. Name of the memory location. Okay, correct. So like most all of you are correct here, and it is like variable is what? Variable is a named memory location. Okay, it is named memory location here, right? So you will say, hey, what is this named memory location here, right? So guys, what we do, we have the data, right? We have the data. Okay, we have to store the data somewhere, right? We have to store the data somewhere, and that somewhere is what? Our memory, right? And that somewhere is what? Our memory. And in order to store the data in the memory temporarily, we have to use variable. We have to use the power of a variable. Let's take one example. Let's assume ki, hey, I have to store data 10, and on this data 10 I have to perform addition operation, that is I have to add 2 to it. Okay, I have to add 2 to it. What I will do, first I will say ki, hey, since the data here is of integer type, okay, so there is a syntax. Let's first discuss the syntax part. So what I have to do, I have to write the data type. Okay, and after that I have to write the name of the variable. Okay, name of the variable. So this is what? This is declaration of a variable here, right? Declaration of variable. So let's try to understand what I have to create. I have to create a container that can hold integer kind of data. So here the data type will be int, and after that the name of the variable can be anything, num. Let's assume the name of the variable is num here, right? So int num. So this is what? Declaration of a variable, right? Declaration of a variable. After that what I will do, I will store the data 10 inside num, that is num is equal to 10, right? So what is happening, the data 10 will get stored inside num. This is the first way, that is first I am declaring and initializing. Or you can write like this ki, hey, int num is equal to 10, that is you are declaring and initializing at the same time. Okay, declaration and initialization at the same time, right? So now what I want a variable num, and inside num what I'm doing, I'm storing data 10. So basically this is the data, right? This is the data here, and after that this is the name of the variable, and after that this is the data type. And this data type is providing us a lot of information. The first information this data type is providing us about what kind of data I can store inside the container. Okay, what kind of data we can store inside the container. Inside container. Very important point. Okay, basically we are telling ki, hey, I have a container. Let's assume I have a box like this, right? Like this, I have a box, and we are saying ki, hey, the name of the box is what? It is num. Okay, it is num. And now we are telling the system ki, hey, this box can hold integer type of data, right? This box can hold integer type of data. This is the first information that we are telling. And after that, here we have to give the size of the box also, right? We are creating a box to hold integer data, so we have to give the size. So this uh, integer here is telling us ki, hey, size also. What is the size of the container? what is size of container. So here for this example, what kind of data we are storing inside the container? It is integer data, right? Here it is integer data. And what is the size of the container? For integer, it is 4 byte. Okay, it is 4 byte. And the third point is the range. From what range to what range I can store the data, the integer data. Okay, so the range part also, right? But these are the two important points. So here we are having our integer variable, okay, integer container, and in that integer container, what we are doing? We are storing 10, right? So let's try to understand. Okay, let's try to decode this part again, right? So we have int num is equal to 10. So the moment this line will get executed, okay, the moment this line will get executed, what will happen? You have a memory here, okay? You have a memory in your computer. In that memory, okay, in that memory, 4 byte will get allocated, okay? 4 byte will get allocated to this variable num, okay? So we have a container of 4 byte, right? Like this, okay, like this. So what we are saying ki hai, what is this byte then? What is this byte then? Guys, you measure distance, right? How you measure distance? Please write in the chat how you measure distance, guys. You measure distance in kilometer, right? And you're saying ki hey, 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meter. Simple. So in order to measure the capacity of a container, you have byte unit, and one byte is equal to 8 bits, right? And here, since we have integer kind of data, so we have 4 byte that will get allocated inside the computer memory. Everyone is clear till this point? Okay, and this will be 1 byte, okay, this will be 1 byte, similarly 1 byte and 1 byte, right? Total 4 byte. Everyone is clear till this point? Anyone has any doubt? Okay, right? Yes or no? Okay, and this okay, there will be some address. There will be some address assigned to this memory block. Let's assume the address is 700. It is 701. It is 702. It is 703. It is 704. So now, please carefully pay attention here, right? So we have the data 10, right? This data 10 is in decimal format. Okay, this data 10 is in decimal format. This address is in hexadecimal format. Okay, and the data that will get stored inside the container will be in binary format. Okay, everyone, binary format. So we have three format, that is decimal format. The actual data is in decimal format. When the data is stored inside the container, it is in binary format, and the address is represented in hexadecimal format. Can you guys tell me what is decimal format, what is binary format, and what is hexadecimal format? Okay, let's discuss that thing, right? Anyone, what is decimal format? Okay, what is this decimal format? Anyone from the audience? Okay, let's see. Okay, so basically decimal format numbers are those number, right? Okay, basically you are creating a number, any number with the help of digit from 0 to 9. Okay, so it can be any number, that is 1 2 23 2 3 4 5. So these are what? Decimal format number. The number that you are using in your real life, that are decimal format number, because you understand decimal format number, right? Yeah. So here you have how many possible options to create a number. How many possible options you have? You have 10 possible options. That is 0 1 2. If you will calculate, if you count from 0 to 9, it is 10. So here the base is 10. Okay, the base is 10 here, right? After that, let's move to the next format, that is binary format. Okay, binary format is simple. Okay, you are creating a number, and you are creating that number with the help of digit from 0 to 1. That is, you have just two options. Let's assume you have 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 0. So these are what? These are binary format number. And since you have two options, so the base is what? 2. Base 2 here, right? This is binary format number. Now hexadecimal format number. Hexadecimal format number. So you are creating a number with the help of digit from 0 to 15. Okay, since I have total 16 digits available, so the base is 16 here. And here 0 to 9 normal number, and after that 10 will be represented as A, 11 will be represented as B, 12 will be represented as C, 13 will be represented as D, 14 will be represented as E, and 15 will be represented as F here. So if I will write a hexadecimal number, it will be what? It will be 701A. It will be 8 A F B 23. So like this, you are having the hexadecimal format number, right? So let's move to the here, right? So we know what is this decimal format number. That is, our actual data is in decimal format. After that, this decimal format data will get converted to the binary format data, and this binary format data will get stored inside the container of 4 byte, and the address of the container is in hexadecimal format. Anyone has any doubt till this point, please write in the chat. Okay. Yes or no? If you are able to understand till this point. No, sir? Okay. So basically, so if you will try to like relate this point, let's assume here we have Harsh, right? And Harsh has to like Harsh is feeling hungry, and he is using Zomato, right? So basically, Harsh is living, let's assume, in Varanasi. Basically, I'm living in Varanasi. So in Varanasi, he has some location that is ABC. Okay. And if you will see on the net, there on the net, you have latitude and longitude. Okay. Value of your location, right? So basically, when he is ordering something from the Zomato, he will give the name of the location. Okay, he will give the name of the location to the Zomato person. Okay, he will not give the latitude and longitude value of his location, right? Because it is difficult to understand and difficult to convey, right? Difficult to understand this point. Difficult to understand. Understand here, right? Everyone is getting the point. This latitude and longitude you can replace with the address. Okay, and this name, the name of the, like this ABC, the name you can replace with the variable name. That's why we are using the variable name to understand thing very like to get the thing clear, right? Now everyone is clear? Yes or no? Yeah. How to convert? Okay, Prasad, if I have some time, I will like take a dedicated session on this, how to convert this decimal number to binary. Okay, but till this point, why we are using a variable? Okay, first, variable name is easy to understand. Okay, this is an important point. Easy to understand by you and by your friends, right? Those who are using your program. The second point is what? You can reuse the value again and again. Reuse the value again and again, right? Again and again. Yeah, clear? Okay, so let's try to do some okay, let's try to create a variable here, right? What I will do, let's try to remove this two line from here, and here what I will do, I will use int num is equal to 10, and what is happening, 10 will get stored in the binary format inside num. After that, what I will do, I want to add 2 to the variable num. So what I will do here, I will write num plus 2, and whatever output I will get, I will store that output inside a result variable, int result variable here, right? Okay. After that, what I will do, I will print system dot out dot println Okay, and here I have what? I have result variable, right? Result variable here. So again, guys, can you write in the chat what is this operator? Here you can see I have a equal to operator. What is this operator called in Java or in programming language? Okay, anyone? This equal to operator is called what? Correct. It is an assignment operator, right? And guys, if you will see, I have written int num is equal to 10, right? So if you will see, I have right hand side and equal to, I have some data on the left hand side part. So my next question is, which part will get executed first? Please write in the chat, this part will get executed first, that is the left hand side part, or the right hand side part will get executed first. Anyone from the audience? Which part will get executed first? When this line will get executed, left hand side part will get executed or the right hand side part? Okay. So like I'm getting the answer left hand side. Okay. Like mixed response. Yeah. So basically guys, when this line will get executed, it will first execute the right hand side part. Okay. It will first execute the right hand side part. Whatever result I am getting from the right hand side part, that result will get stored in the left hand side part. So first right hand side part get executed and after that left hand side part get executed. Right? So everyone is clear now? Yes or no? Yes or no? Similarly here also int result is equal to num plus 2. So what will happen here? Num will be replaced with 10. So 10 plus 2. I am getting 12. This 12, after getting the result 12, this 12 will get stored inside the left hand side part. And in the left hand side part, what we are doing? We are creating a variable result, okay, of integer type. Right, everyone? Yes or no? So now everyone is clear. So I have one question. And after that, we are ending the session and the remaining data type we are discussing in the next session. Okay. And I'm taking too long because it is like everyone is beginner here and I want you should get the clear understanding of each and everything, right? So here my next question is, I have two variable, let's assume num1 and num2, right? Inside num1 I have 5 and inside num2 I have 8, right? And what I want to swap two number, right? Swap two number program. I am assuming like most of you have done this program, right? If you have not, please try to attempt this program, right? What I should do in order to swap the value of num1 to num2, that is, if I am printing num1, I should get answer as 8 here, that is 8 should get stored inside num1, and if I am printing num2 here, I should get 5 here, that is 5 should get stored inside num2, that is I am swapping the number. Please try to improve your video quality, right? Anyone, how I can swap two number? Introduce a new temporary variable. Okay, yeah, by using third variable. Okay, great, great. Anyone? Any other approach apart from this? Anyone who is saying ki, hey, I can using temporary, okay, using XOR operator, okay, like yeah. So here, guys, can I do this thing? That is int num1 is equal to 10 and int num2. Those who are like new to this one, 15 here, right? So and what I'm doing, I'm writing num1 is equal to num2 and num2 is equal to num1 here. Can I do this part? Anyone who is saying, hey, this is correct? Okay, so yeah, okay. No, it is not correct. Why? Yeah, you can't. No. Okay. So those like yes, like Harsh is saying yes. Okay. So like some of you have confusion key this is correct and some of you saying key this is not correct, right? So let's try to understand the thing, right? So if you will see this thing, okay, if I am a complete beginner, what I will do, I will try to do like this. Okay. If you have already done this question, then it is good. But if you are a complete beginner, you will do this like this, right? So what you have to do, try to make a diagram. Okay. Simple approach is what? diagram here. Okay, best approach. So what you will do, I have a container. Okay, inside the container I have data 10, num1, right? And I have one more container. Inside the container I have data 15 here, right? This is num2, right? And after that, at this line, what I'm doing, I'm transferring the data of num2 to num1, right? So what will happen, this 15 I am taking and I am storing 15 here. So the moment I will do this part, what will happen, I'm losing the data of num1. Here I am losing the data. Okay, losing the data. And after that, what I'm doing, num2 is equal to num1. That means the value 15 I'm taking and again storing inside num2. So inside num1 container and inside num2 container, both are having 15 and 15. Okay, why this happened, why this situation, uh, we got into this situation? Why? Because at the first step we have lost the data. Okay, we have lost the value of num1, right? So I got the idea कि hey, before transferring the data of num2 to num1, I have to preserve the data of num1, right? What I have to do, I have to preserve the data of num1, right? So here what I will do, I will preserve the data. And how I will preserve the data? By creating a new variable, right? By creating a new variable temp. And now what I will do, I will save the copy of num1 inside temp, right? That is, here I will write int temp is equal to, let's remove this line, right? Now what I will write, I will write int temp is equal to num1, right? Num1, correct? So the moment I will write this line, what will happen, the copy of num1 will get stored inside temp. After that I will write num1 is equal to num2. Okay, so what will happen, this 15 will be stored inside num1, that is, this will be replaced, but I have already preserved the copy, right? I have already preserved the copy. And after that, what I will do, inside num2 I will write temp. So I will take the data and I will store the data here, because I have the copy of num1 inside temp here. Everyone is clear till this point why I'm using a third variable? What is the need of using a third variable? Yeah, Harsh, it is like correct. You can use this method also, but this method is the best method. Okay, yeah, everyone is clear. So we have to preserve the data, and if you are complete beginner, you have to draw the diagram like this and try to solve the question, right? Like Swapnil, this is the best way. Okay, if in the interview, if anyone is asking about swapping two number, okay, so you have to tell this approach. Okay, why this approach? You have to tell कि hey, we are losing the data. Okay, they will not test you कि hey, like this approach also that you are telling us, you have to add the data and after that subtract that thing. But this will not come in at first time. Okay, in the first go, it will not come in your mind, right? Okay, so the best way is what you have to use like this, right? And if they are saying hey, without third variable you have to do, then that will be the main approach, right? uh const in JavaScript, right, Bruno? No, we have int, we have this, and we can make the thing. Okay, yeah, like in Bruno, what we have in JavaScript, there according to the data, okay, we are defining the data type there, right? So we have let const and var, but here we have to tell the system ki hey, this data is of integer type, this data is of character type, right? So last topic, and after that we are ending the session, right? Let's discuss about the char one. Okay, char one. So if I have to store the character data, what I will do, I will use char keyword, and after that the name of the variable, and after that single quotes, inside single quotes I will write the data here. Okay, so this data you should write in single quotes, first point. The second point is what, this data should be a single character, and that character can be your number. If you have to store number as a character, what you will do, you will write like this one. Okay, so this one will be treated as a character inside single quote. If you have to treat three, you have to write like this three will be treated as a character in a single quote. If you have to use at the rate, any special symbol, you have to use inside single quotes, right? So this is a way to create a character data type. And again, this data type is providing us a lot of information. The first information is what, it is of character type. The second information is about the size. Can you guys write in the chat what will be the size of character data type? What will be the size of the character data type? Anyone from the audience? If we write 3 without then okay, without single quote, if you are writing 3, then you will get an error, compile time error, Harsh, right? Correct. 1 byte, yeah. So the size of the character is 1 byte, right? So what we have discussed here, we have discussed कि hey, we have char ch is equal to a, right? So what will happen? We have the computer memory. Inside the computer memory, 1 byte will get allocated. Okay, 1 byte will get allocated to this variable ch, and there will be some starting address. Let's assume the starting address is 800. This is 801, right? This data a will get converted to the ASCII code. Okay, from the ASCII table. Okay, there is a ASCII table. From that ASCII table, we have the ASCII code, and this ASCII code is in decimal format. Okay, is in decimal format. So we got the decimal format, and for a the ASCII code is 97. So we are having 97, and after converting to the decimal format, this will get converted to the binary format. Okay, and this binary format data will get stored inside the memory. Okay, this binary format data will get stored inside the memory. Let's assume the binary format of this 97. Let's take okay, let's assume like this: 11001000 here. So this data will get stored here: 000110001. And in order to get the ASCII table, what you can do, you can go to the net, and here search for the ASCII table here, right? ASCII table here, and from here you can see the image, and from the image let's open this one, right? So here, this one, okay, this one, here you can see the ASCII table here, right? So if you will see the ASCII table here, for each this one, right? Yeah, this one, for each character, that is the small lowercase letter here, right? This is a lowercase letter. For each lowercase letter you have the decimal format value. That is, for a it is 97, for b it is 98, for c it is 99. Similarly, for each upper case letter you are having the ASCII value, that is 65, 66. Similarly, for each digits you are having the ASCII value, that is 48, 49. And similarly, for the special symbol also you are having the ASCII value corresponding to it, right? Yeah. Okay, everyone is clear now? Yes or no, guys? Please write in the chat if you are clear with the character. Okay, yeah. So now we are left with the remaining data types. Okay, those data types, that is float, how float is getting stored inside the, like, what is float and what is this double. Okay, so the difference between float and double we will be discussing in the next session. How they are stored behind the scene we will be discussing in the next session. And after discussing about all the data types, what we will do, we will move to the control statement, right? Okay, control statement. And with the help of some real life example, we will try to, so like we will try to use this control statement, right? And why we need control statement we will be discussing in the next session, right? So this is all for today's session. Hope you are able to understand each and every point. Anyone has any doubt, please write in the chat. And this is all for today's session, guys. Let me share my screen, and those who have confusion with the attendance part, let us clear that thing, right? Give me 1 minute, right? Okay. Anyone has any doubt, guys, please write in the chat. Okay. So here, let me share my screen, right? 1 minute. Entire screen and this one, right? So about the attendance and all, you can see the link in the description. That is, one link is for attendance, one link is for registration one, right? It is shared, right? Yeah, it is shared. So here you can see the link for the attendance, registration, assignment, right? So if you have to mark the attendance, go to this link. Okay. And from here, okay, yeah. From here you have to enroll. Let's enroll this part. And after that, uh, okay, here this one, right? And from here you can see the mark attendance button here, right? This one. So from here, you can go to the mark attendance button, and from here you can give the rating if you're lacking the session. And after that, if you're interested in a 6 month Let's Upgrade program, okay. So currently we are having two program going on. That is our 6 month Let's Upgrade full stack program, where we are discussing about the front end and the back end part. Okay. So if you are interested in that program, you can click yes. And after that, if you have any suggestions, you can click and submit the attendance. About the assignment, you are getting the assignment from the day 3, that is from tomorrow. Okay. And about the certificate, you are getting the certificate at day 5, right? And apart from that, okay, like you have some questions, right? Let me first complete this thing. So in order to enroll in our full stack program, in order to get the understanding of what we are doing at Let's Upgrade, you can click on the link below here, right? That is a data science link and the full stack link, right? So basically, we are learning the full stack program in React.js. Okay, so we are having the React.js library. So to create the web page here, right? To make a responsive web page in the front end side, and in the back end side, we are writing the APIs with the help of Node.js, right? And the database to store the permanent data, we are using MongoDB and MySQL, right? And apart from that, here you can see the USP of our program. That is, our session will be 100% live. Okay, there will be 15 industry level project to strengthen your resume. Okay, and you are getting the industry level training. That is, you are making a project that is of industry level standard. Okay, and here you are getting, after completing the session, you are getting the placement assistant. That is, company, like we are providing you the company, we are like making you prepare for the company interview. Like we are providing you the materials and the project part, and what all question will be asked and how you have to approach the interview. Okay, and apart from that, there will be company that will be coming to you and they will be taking your interviews. So we are providing that placement assistance. And apart from that, there is a mentorship and doubt sessions. That is one-to-one doubt session. If you have any doubt in your session, in your current live class, you can take the doubt sessions. Okay, and apart from that, if you have any doubt in the career, like any career related doubt, any resume related doubt, okay, how to approach on LinkedIn, anything, okay, anything, any doubt, you have the mentorship session also, right? And you can see the rating of our program, and here you can see what all we are going to learn, that I already told you, and what all project we are going to make. That is Amazon clone, Instagram clone, Netflix clone, right? So these all projects we are going to make. And in order to get the good understanding of what we are doing, you can download the curriculum from here, right? And here you can see the trainer who all going to teach you this program. Okay, I'm not teaching this full stack, I'm teaching the data structure one. So basically, you have the full stack web development program and the full stack data science program. And with that, like me or someone else is teaching you the data structure code also, right? Where we are discussing about the basic stuff and moving to the advanced stuff, and how to build the logic, right? How to build the problem solving skills, that we are going to discuss in the next session, right? That we are going to discuss in this program here, right? So you can click and get the better understanding of the program here, right? Similarly, I have the data science program also. We have the data science program also. You can click on this link and you will get the clear understanding what all USP we are having and what all we are doing in this data science program here, right? What all tech stack we are going to learn, and what all project we are going to make. That is Spotify music recommender, face recognitions, and you can see the trainers, right? Here, that is having more than like 8 years of experience, right? That is a Mohit sir, Kumar sir, and Kamal sir, right? And we have Gaurav sir and Govind Raj. That are like industry level people, and they will teach you from the scratch, and they will prepare you for the industry standards, right? And you can download the brochure from here, right? So this will be the brief introduction about the program. If you have any doubt, you can mail us on support@letsupgrade.in. And apart from that, yeah, Hindi में भी समझा Just clip. Okay, I will try to explain that. Okay, so basically we have mixed audience, right? So like some people understand Hindi and some people understand English. So we are trying to speak a normal English so that everyone can understand, right? And just clip, it is a good key. You are there and you are listening the lecture in English, because if you have to improve yourself, you have to like move out of the comfort zone, right? So try to like learn English and try to be there in the right competition. String is it is okay. Str dot length, yeah, Swapnil, you can use dot length. If you know about string, then length is a method that is defined inside the string class, right? Sir, what happened? We don't write string args. What is this string args? So basically, Tarun, right? Give me 2 minutes. Okay, let me take some other doubt, and after that I will come to this part. Right? For integer, use variable name dot length. Naveen, no, it is not possible here, right? For string, use variable name dot length. Yeah, in string it is possible. For integers, it is not possible, right? And apart from that, thank you, Diana. Okay, sir, I have one question. Kupendra, please write there in the chat what question you have, and use len function. Nice session. Okay. How to get the size of a particular variable syntax. Okay. So basically here Yogesh is asking about the size of the particular variable, right? He's not asking about the length of the variable here, right? Yeah, length of the variable here. So if Yogesh, you have the question like to get the length of the string, then it is correct. You have to use dot length function. Okay, I have not discussed about that thing, so I'm not going the detail of that thing. Okay, and yeah, and let's move to the next question. That is Tarun saying, sir, what happened? We don't write string args. What is this string args? Okay, so basically this string args is a, you can understand like this. Okay, so basically we are discussing about this one, right? Variable here, right? So variable is what? To store the data. If you have to store the data in a contiguous manner, right? Like collections of data in a contiguous manner, collection of data, collection of similar kind of data, right? Similar kind of data in a contiguous manner. What you have to use? You have to use arrays, right? So here you can see the syntax, right? String this args here. So this is what we are creating, an array of name args, and what kind of data I can store? I can store string kind of data, and string is what? Sequence of characters here, right? Sequence of character. Okay. This I will discuss about in the next session. Okay. Aganga. Yeah. What is varchar? How it is char? Like we are not using varchar in Java, right? Aganga, we are using char only, right? Varchar is used in SQL and all, right? In the database part, right? No, sir. If anything not understand in English, then in 6 month program, they also tell their thing in Hindi for better understanding. I am asking this because we only teach in English. So basically, we are using the like mix of both, right? That is English and Hindi. If you're not able to understand anything in English, we will explain that thing in Hindi, right? Because there we have time. Here we are having just 1 hour, so that's why we are taking the session in English. There, if you're not able to understand any particular topic in English, we will be like take some extra time and explain that thing in Hindi also, right? Program should Sai, like program is executing in the sequential order, right? So that is from the main function, because this is a entry point of the execution. From here it will execute from top to bottom, right? And how we can control the execution of the program with the help of control statement, that we are going to discuss in day 3 and day 4. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Apart from this, no other question. What does we don't use pointer concept? Sorry. Why does we don't use pointer concept in Java? Okay. Mhm. Did you know, Vidya, like what is pointer? Please write in the chat. Non-primitive. Yeah, like what non-primitive, Naveen? Sir, we can we print string args? Yeah, like I have printed that thing, right? Tarun, I have printed string args here. You can see in the chat, right? And Vidya, please try to search. Please try to take the like Google, do the Google search. Like why we can't use that pointer concept, right? Yeah. Correct. So Naveen is here, they are reference here, right? Yeah. So here, if you have to print the value of string args, what you have to do? You have to write system.out.println, and after that the name of the array, that is args. And if you have to fetch the value from the array, okay, what you have to do? You have to use 0 index value, 1 index value, that we are going to discuss in the upcoming session. Okay. So here, if I want the value that is stored at index 0, what I will write? I will write args, and after that in the square bracket I will write 0 here, right? And here, if I have to say, like, let's run this code, right? 1 minute, clear the screen, and here, so this one, 1 minute, yeah, compile the code, clear the screen, and after that, here you can see Java first. Let's upgrade. So now whatever you will write here, let's upgrade, and let's assume you are writing hi, and let's assume you are writing hello, right? So let's see. So you can see you are getting let's upgrade on the output screen, but you are not getting hi and hello, right? So what will happen the moment you are doing this part, right? This one, what will happen? There will be a string array. Okay, the name of the array is args, and inside 0, let's upgrade is stored. Okay, like this. Inside 1, hi is stored, and inside 2, hello is stored. So here I am printing the data at index 0, so that's why let's upgrade is getting printed. If I have to print hi, then I have to use 1 here. If I have to use hello, I have to use 2 here, that is 2 index, right? So what is this index? How the data is getting stored in the upcoming session, right? Harsh, what is the use of this? Okay, like I will take a dedicated session how to create object. Okay, and what is this keyword? Okay, and what, like the syntax that I have declared, right? How to create an object with the help of new keyword. What is this new keyword? What is the use of this new keyword? We will be taking a dedicated session on day 4 or day 5, right? There we will be discussing about how to create an object. What is this? What is this keyword, right? Yeah. Okay, sure. Because it is not possible, right? In 5 minutes, if I will tell you, like, you will get confused, right? Anything else, guys, apart from this? No? So this is all for today's session, guys. Hope you have enjoyed the session. If you have any feedback, like we are going too slow, we are going too fast, like we are covering too basics, or like you're not able to understand my teaching styles, anything, positive, negative feedback, please write in the comment. Okay, according to that, I will try to improve myself. And in the next session, I will uh, try to take the session according to it, right? According to your feedback. Yeah. Or we are going in depth, like we are going like two theory we are discussing, or it is like the perfect uh, pace we are going in, right? Yeah. Anyone? Okay, great. Anything, any improvement you want, guys, please write in the chat. Okay. This is all for today's session. Hope you have enjoyed the session, and yeah, you can leave now. If anyone has any doubt, you can write. I am from Manipur, sir. I get better understanding. Thank you. Okay, great. Thank you, Vidya. And anything, guys, apart from this, anything else? Okay, no? So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending the session. If you have any feedback, anything, any improvement, please write in the comment. After the session, I am reading the comment, okay? So I will improve myself according to it. And yeah, thank you for attending the session. And in the upcoming session, I will go in the details of the control statement and how to create the object. What is this keyword? Okay, like one person have asked, right? Harsh, I think. Harsh have asked about this keyword. So I will try to clear that part also, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
If you have liked this Essentials program, which is giving you a confidence that you can become a developer, this is just a starting. You can enjoy this learning for at least next 6 months and also become a full stack web developer or a full stack data science person and crack a job end of the day. If you are interested for that program, just go check out LetsUpgrade's full stack program right now from the website. What are the key features of LetsUpgrade's full stack program? 3 key features of LetsUpgrade full stack program. Number 1, you get to learn everything live by an expert coming in from an industry. So this expert is working as a day job and शाम के time में evening time, this guy is going to teach you in your classes. This cohort is going to be of only 20 students at the max. So lots of focus is there on you to make you an industry ready developer, and you can get jobs in 150 plus partner companies that we have got, that LetsUpgrade has got, NPCI, Red Cross and various other companies. Now talking about the second feature, you get to build 15 plus projects. These 15 projects will help you get the confidence that you can be the top-notch developer at any company. Let it be the FANG companies or the MANG companies, or let it be any tier 2 or a service-based or product-based companies. Third and the last feature, we have an amazing job board where on a day-to-day basis, we get 10 to 20 job descriptions, JDs, job applications being uploaded by companies directly. You can go ahead and check out those all jobs, apply, and we will go and get you prepared for that interview. So this is the three big USPs of LetsUpgrade's full stack program. Go join right now. You can avail a 20% straight discount. The price of this program is 36,600, but you can get this program for 29,600 right now. Go check it out and let's meet in your batch launch, which is happening this Saturday. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.